some good things. Ooh. Getting a little stuck. Dang. Ooh, we are leader pack filled today. Alright, what are we chasing right now? I am playing Emu decks. Been really loving that style of play. And so any emo alt arts would be sick. I already have the leader. I pulled that during the pre-release. Super sick. But I know some people, my locals, are still looking for theirs, so this might be an opportunity to get them something as well. All right, let's check that. All right. That ace. Oh, freaking bumping stuff already. Still trying to get used to this camera view. But yeah, it's been a very, very fun set so far to pull, especially with all the God packs, 2 different mangas, SPs, and ooh, okay. A snake. Alright, well, we will take it. Oh my gosh, I keep bumping the camera. Not bad. Oh, probably a good time. Yo, forgot to bring penny sleeves, so I had to cut real quick to go get those. Preparation is very important, and I do not have it. So, back to it. Looks like we have at least, so we have 1 there, which is pretty good. Let's see, let's just keep on going. So a few boxes I'll be able to get through. The problem we have here is that I really want a God pack, but I really want an ace leader. And you cannot actually get both. So, not sure if anybody really complains about getting a God Pack right now. Prices seem to be crazy on it. People are apparently pricing it at like 5K a card. So, you just buy everything else after that, I guess, huh? Having a little bit of trouble here. Alright. Set to Dawn, card is active, then you cannot play cards with a base cost of 5 or more this turn. I am liking this direction, what they're really pushing in green into. A lot of restand, trying to get like, you know, cards with tons and tons of like when a card comes in, it's going to give value to the rest of the cards that are already on the field. So it's a fun, like, mid-range style. A lot of people I know them trying to play around with that. All right, what we got here? And then, yeah, things like the new law, which is kind of sick. Being able to put things in. There's just, need to save these leaders. There's just a ton of things you can be working with right now, which is gonna make it super fun, and they're already getting spoilers for the next set with all the freaking supernovas, and that stuff looks great. I'm actually kind of excited for green Luffy, the green red, to actually get a little bit stronger from that. You can play red green supernova. Oh, okay, and we got the secret. Secrets are super tricky. They break the ball, they break the borders. Always feel good, but I need some of these for my side emu deck. Kind of going in between playing them or not. I think there's value. There can be value in them against the non-mirror, but against the mirror, it feels kind of awful. Having a card that can actually be KO'd by the other person's Jupiter, like, when are you really playing it then? Trying to set up more blocks against Ace is kind of good. So that's the only place I can see it, but really in my experience, I've already been playing enough with, once you get 10 costs and you start rolling those through, like, it becomes really hard for Ace to either do damage to you, or even if he does, like, he can never really go for a game as long as you have like 2 to 3 life. I mean, if he does, it's gotta, like, it's like he literally has Roger and he has a way to get himself to 0. Yeah, this is the card exactly that just makes that one unfortunately not as great. Well, I guess it's a 6, so never mind. This does actually not get KO'd by that. So, but I don't know. In my experience in playing the mirror, they just get it. It just gets rid of too quickly, and then if you want to cycle, like you're trying to play it earlier. It feels like in the mirror, or it's just a 2K, which I don't know. You tell me. You tell me how you feel about that. But yeah, like, a lot of people been getting those good hits, so we already see it's a leader pack. It's good when you know you can just kind of flip these over. It is the one good thing about One Piece when it comes to these opening packs, is that you kind of know what you're in for when you see that back card. Oh, there's a leader. So, still could be if God Pack potential. So we'll see. We'll hold. Quick turn. Alright. So we'll just go through that real quick. So there will be no God Pack in this case. But if it's a move, it's worth it still. Alright, Roger. So we got ourselves a little 3-hit box. Means we can just kind of. Oop! I'm not really good at doing this right now. All right. That means now that we, I believe, have hit, we got 2 hits, a secret, and a Roger. We can open these up a little bit offspring. I can actually bring a new box out because we know those are going to have SRs, but they won't have any more AAs. So we can jump over to box number 2. Just toss these in here for right now. Once again, another, it's kind of the good and the bad of Bandai. Once you kind of learn what you're getting in those boxes, you know what's possible in the rest. So lets you just kind of get the stuff you want and then spend the time to open up the other stuff. Or we've been kind of playing around with doing just a bunch of sealed and stuff with friends, so that's also fun. You can use those cards, those packs that don't have the AAs and stuff, if you already got pretty much everything you want, to kind of just play some fun sealed games, sealed matches against each other, and just try out different things. One thing that I wish Bandai games did more of was more limited formats. I absolutely love Draft from Magic days. Loved the sealed style of Magic Draft. Something about it just doesn't hit quite right here. I think they'd have to go out of their way to really make a good draft format, or it's possible they might just need to come up, similar how they did with Rainbow Luffy, come up with like draft or sealed specific leaders that can be used for those. All right, sorry for that. Nobody. If you've watched the anime, you understand how problematic these Bonnie cards really are. Sperry Wall. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. It's probably even better if I just open up all the boxes and just kind of have the packs ready. I am learning. I am trying. Oh, well. Oh, never mind. All right. Yeah. I am excited for us getting into a synced up meta, at least, with Japan. I think that will, at least we're discovering things at the same time. It is a little annoying to have to come back, or not come back, but like have like basically the meta kind of known. It's a little less exciting from a gamer standpoint. Like, I know a lot of people don't really do a lot of deck building like that, especially not because like One Piece itself is just very competitive. Whereas something like Magic, now that they've built like Commander, but even Magic itself, there's tons of like, I mean, it's had that opportunity, I guess, compared to these, these games are all younger by a long shot, but it's had that opportunity to kind of grow a more casual player format. And I know there's a lot of stores and stuff, people try to do things where it's like C tier format and you can only play like C tier leaders, but the fact of the matter is that a lot of these leaders are only C tier because because of the A tiers that do exist. And then even in those formats, they become the S tier. It's just like, it's like the Katakuri problem. Katakuri has generally been kind of okay, and if you look at tournament stuff, there's always like one Katakuri that kind of gets through into a topping at some point, and you're just like, what the heck happened? It's just like, because he's actually a really good leader. The cards are super strong. It's just the thing holding him back is that there are just crazy decks in the future, or in the actual meta, the S tier, that stop him. But if they didn't exist, if that stuff wasn't there to stop him, then he would probably be dominating. So when you go, so yeah, it's kind of tough. I know there's been like talks of people attempting like a commander style. I'm not sure how well that would really work here in this game. I think there's enough cards to do one-ofs, but yeah, I don't know enough about commander. Maybe someone can enlighten me on that. Okay, we take that. We're building out our P. Luffy deck for the anti-emu, since I've been playing it so much. I'm like, if I play against 30 emus in one of these tournaments, I might just jump onto purple Luffy, because he can just bop them so quickly. So, but yeah, pretty sick card here. Anyhow. I don't know. Just really hoping right now for it'd be nice to hit a manga. Haven't hit one in 3 sets. Before that, I don't think I'd ever hit one. So I feel like the set, what was it? 10? What was it? Is it 10 with the law? That one, I felt like everybody in my community was hitting one. It felt like it was really getting hit a lot. It could just be bias. It could just be the fact that somehow all the cases that came to my city managed to have them in those pallets. But yeah, I just felt like when I got one, it didn't feel as exciting when I pulled the manga law for, was it like set 10, I think. Because like before that, everyone had been pulling one. I'm like, man, this is we were all basically like, this is gonna be a $100 card for how many times people have hit it. But it's still decent, stayed out there. It is kind of crazy thinking that I feel like so many people like a law, but it does, like, his popularity is like not as high as I would expect. I would have thought he would have had a lot more, like, not main character level, but something adjacent where you just get a little bit of bump because he's like a popular supernova. But so far it has not been the case. Okay, let's see. I'm not doing a good job of keeping these hidden. This is all learning pretty much for me. See if we can pop him up here just a little bit. Keep him. See my hits. Shout out to, I don't even know who to shout this out to, but to the person that showed me how to. I was watching somebody's stream the other day and saw them use one of these, and I thought they were insane. And then I kind of slowed it down a little bit and saw how they were cutting it. I'm like, oh wow, that just like perfectly cuts the spine, makes it super simple. You can, I don't remember when was that last PRB, or everyone kept making memes or purposely ripping their freaking mangas and Gol D for memes. I think they were just doing it to Japanese Dawn or something, but because the one person that like was using scissors and just snapped his cards in half. That was funny. All right. Yeah. More purple Luffy stuff. I guess Roger things if you're planning to play him, but I am not. Deck seems fun. Roger is cool. He's a cool character, fully, but not feeling it. Surface. Nada. Ah, those Zoras are looking sick. I actually have a friend that's we've been trying to cook Perona, trying to see if we can get something going. Mostly, I think it's like an anti-emo style deck. You're guaranteed one on it because Perona's effect can rest a 4 cost. So while Emu is trying to ramp up and do things, she can actually rest as leader or as blockers, rest as Jay Garcia as well, and get like some KOs and stuff early to where you can try to put more pressure on Emu than he can on you. And then at the end of the game, you're guaranteed, even if he's doing his like, you know, his things, you can, you know, his 10 elders, you can, you know, rest at least one of those things. So that's one block you're getting through. Center green, you can run DMG at the end of the game if you need to like go for it. But it's really like idea is kind of based around getting decent cards out that are out of range of Emu KOs. So some 6Ks. Well, just with this no Golden Dawn in this box. So I guess I could have opened those other ones because I would have had a chance for a Golden Dawn still, I believe. I don't think it's considered one of the hits for the box. But yeah, so we're just trying to play around with some rogue decks that could do well. The concern there is just like, how well does it fare against an ace? How well does it fare against some of the other stuff? Like, how are you going to get the KOs on those big bosses? I mean, DMG still lets you get around, you know, Newgate blockers. Oh. Ah. All right. 2 secrets. Got an ace. Not bad. We're still looking for a play set of these, so I think this gets us. I think we're at 3 now. So yeah. No, yeah. Have some fun stuff. Yeah, I really don't know what anyone else is up to when it comes to that kind of thing. It's like, I mean, the same person I'm doing this stuff is like a huge pudding player, so he's trying to make pudding a thing, trying to make it work. Like, same thing is like putting out this huge upside. You have big mom package you get to kind of hook into with the ramp. You would think it's like it would be pretty difficult to deal with, but yeah, Emu has 2 blocks every turn. He's got Stussies. He's gonna KO some of those big moms when we get to the end game, right? He swings 7s constantly, and unlike Roger or Ace, you know, pudding can't get to a 7K to make that more manageable. Gonna be going on 2 play sets of these elders. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, dang. Just flip these over, I guess. My pre-releases felt very much like that. I think I had 3, 4. I feel like it was like 4 leader packs, which almost guarantees. I think I'm almost positive that you can't even get an SR if there's a leader pack, so you can't even get value to freaking swing with or do anything with like that. Let's see. There's still a chance, I think, for a leader here. So we're gonna keep powering through these. Gonna get all that in. That was a little dangerous. I think I need to get something that's a little bit more stable. This holder is like shaking forever. Oh, Well, it ain't the Luffy, but we will take it. Let's go. Was so unprepared for this. I saw the white on top and was like, oh, I guess it's just a rare. Let's go. Alright. Thank you all for joining. I'm a little scared right now. Get this right here. It's times like this you wish you had a freaking glove. Alright. Well, we can get through that last pack, but I'm not sure we actually have to. There's the shot. Alright, there you go. This was super fun.